Hello, my name is Ben Fry, Activities Director at New London High School. This is my end of the year report for EDU 508. New London High School football team finished with an overall record of 12-1 and won the state championship for the first time in school history. Along with the team success, we had several individual players that were nominated to the All-State teams, and head coach Mark McSorley was named Player Coach of the Year. All coaches have indicated that they plan to return for the 1920 season, and we will be returning 30 of our 35 players, and an increase of junior high players this year will be expected. High school volleyball, the team finished with a 28-10 overall record. Coach Maureen Heath recorded her 1,000th win as the head coach at New London. Along with that, a couple of girls were selected to all-state teams, and the youth programming for this program remains incredibly strong, making the future of this program seem bright. The boys basketball team finished with a 20-2 overall record and made it to the second round of the playoffs. Senior Mason Porter and senior Keontae Luckett reached the 1,000 career point milestone, and Isaac McSorley was only a few points away, but due to a torn ACL that he suffered in the midpoint of the season, was unable to meet that mark. They will be graduating 8 of 13 varsity letter winners and look to have their JV and their incoming freshman group make immediate impact at the varsity level. High school girls basketball, our high school girls team had a tough season, going 2-17 overall in Coach Wall's first year. He had 7 girls on his team. There's a lack of interest currently in the high school in women's basketball, which needs to be addressed. That being said, the 7 girls that were out this past year for women's basketball showed a lot of heart in their progress this season, and they fought every game. High school wrestling, Coach Cheery achieved his 300th dual win this year after 35 years of coaching at New London. On top of that, freshman Marcel Lopez fought his way to the state championship and won the title in his weight class. There's a lot to look forward to with this group of kids, as we had quite a few state qualifiers and not very many upperclassmen. So good things there. Boys track and field. The boys track team had several state qualifiers, and Coach White is doing a great job with them. The high school girls track team, Coach Bliven, is hands down one of the best women's track coaches in the Super Conference. She does a great job, and although she doesn't have an abundance of athletes, the athletes that she has, she does incredible work with, and they are shaping up nicely. High school boys and girls golf. Coach Lordall continues to have success with the golf teams. Addie Pry, who is a junior, and Clayton Phillips is a sophomore, were Addie Pry qualified for the state tournament. Clayton Phillips missed the cut by only a couple strokes. And since we don't have junior high golf or anything like that, Coach Lordall really kind of handles these kids for the first time as freshmen. And some of them have played golf, some of them haven't, but he does astonishing work with them. And our teams are consistently putting up pretty good scores. High school baseball, we are currently still in the season for baseball. They sit at 4-8 overall. We'll likely have a tough draw when it comes to postseason play, but there's a lot to look forward to with this group, as there's quite a few underclassmen that are stepping up and playing at high caliber right now. High school softball, same thing. They're in the mid-season point right now. They're currently 7-10. They're a bit down from last year, where they qualified for the state tournament, but with a new coach, new players, everything, they're kind of where we expected them to be at this point. They are fighting and competing with just about everybody that play. Overall, when it comes to our high school athletics and activities, there's a huge need to increase the participation levels in all aspects. With the incredibly small junior high classes, there's an immediate concern that we need to address before the situation spirals out of control. That being said, the administration and I have began developing a plan to create more interest in activities at New London. While there aren't a lot of details currently, there will be updates as we come up with new ideas. Thank you.